40,000 tons of hydrogen capacity and 200,000 tons of ammonia, green ammonia. It's an integrated plant. We have 250 megawatts of behind-the-meter solar and 500 megawatts of wind integrated with the grid. So this facility, it seems simple, but the biggest challenge that we have seen in the last 4 years of working on this thing is the aspects of commercialization. Right? It's various moving pieces. The typical pieces have been the land, water, and power. These three pieces needs to be very critically aligned, very close to the port to make sure that the larger production actually is for an export market. The good quantum can be for the domestic market also. So the hydrogen piece is for the domestic, the larger component is for the export. So we are looking at a similar facility in India, in Andhra specifically, and we are exploring a lot of ports on the coast of Andhra. State has been blessed with several resources, blessed with the beautiful coastline, and I think that's where development of a lot of these ports, which your visions have been in a long-term visions, has been very important for us. So we will definitely commit. We are committing right now also 40,000 tons is the starting capacity, but going forward, a similar size can be double, tripled within the state.
Now I request Dr. Saraswat, Honorable Member of Niti Aayog, who is an author of, rather one of the authors of National Hydrogen Mission. Dr. Saraswat Saab.
Sir, very good morning. I think I am okay. Are you ready? Very good morning. I am audible? Yes, sir. I am very happy to be present in this summit today. The National Green Hydrogen Mission, which has been announced in 2023 by our Honorable Prime Minister at a cost of 19,500 crores, stipulates certain major objectives. And one of them is that India should have 5 million tons of green hydrogen by 2030. And also there is a requirement that we should have 3 hydrogen valleys that should get formed. And the idea is Valley 1, Valley 2, Valley 3 will go from 5 million tons to 550 million tons and then 500 million tons. The purpose of this valley is not just to kind of production alone, but it is to create a complete ecosystem for that. All of us know that green hydrogen will become affordable only if we are able to bring down the cost of the electrolyzers. And the power is becoming more and more cheaper as well as cleaner. So already fortunately the renewable power in the country has come down to very low cost, and so there is no problem. But the problem of electrolyzer is still a problem. I personally believe that in Andhra Pradesh we have the right ecosystem, and one of the hydrogen valleys should be located here. And what we should do here is that with the help of many of our industry partners who are here today, we should set up a large-scale electrolyzer plant. And Dr. Narendra mentioned that they have a technology. Yeah. Certainly we can take that technology or beyond, or any other technology which is more suitable. But ultimately scale is important. Yeah. Sir, there is a figure I want to mention to you. Unless there is a scale of something like 5 terawatt hour, bringing down the cost of electrolyzer from today's approximately $600 per kilowatt hour to $130 per kilowatt hour. Now our objective of getting $2 and less the cost of green hydrogen is not feasible. This is a well documented, simulated figure, globally available. Now, it can have minor variation because India is a cheaper country in that sense, and we may be able to do it at a much lower cost. But scale is important. So that scale plant I request, with the help of your leadership and with the help of industry participation and technology is coming, we should do it. Second area, I would recommend that under the hydrogen valley in Andhra Pradesh, we should go for the storage of hydrogen. Is a major problem. Because hydrogen produced at one place but required at other place. It requires that we should have gaseous hydrogen compression and storage facility. In India today, there is no large-scale type 4 cylinder facilities available in the country. Small scale somewhere is happening. We need to set up a large-scale type 4 cylinder plant here. Now that would take us for the complete ecosystem, not only manufacturing, testing also. So today we are sending all our cylinders to Germany for testing. I think we should set up a plant in Andhra Pradesh here and complete. We should be able to do it here in Amaravati and in places. We should be able to set up that. Third thing is, sir, today a lot of presentation was there on the fuel cell. Ultimately, when hydrogen is used for mobility, it will have to need the fuel cells also. So another plant what is needed is that of the fuel cell. Dr. Lele made a very wonderful presentation just in the morning, and they have technology. Only what we have to do is again bring the industry today and set up a good fuel cell manufacturing facility that can be done. And for the purpose of mobility again, hydrogen can be carried as a gas, or hydrogen can be carried in the form of either ammonia or in the form of methanol or ethanol. I think the technology what they have of converting ethanol directly to hydrogen, that can be used, or technology what we have developed, methanol directly to hydrogen, that can be used for heavy duty trucking and marine applications. A large number of ships today, sir, are now going to use only methanol as a fuel for marine application. Methanol is not used as methanol. Methanol is converted into hydrogen, and hydrogen is put into the fuel cell and then electrification. So that is again one area where I would say this particular hydrogen valley should do. Sir, I think in the country this should become the hub as far as the hydrogen ecosystem in the country is concerned. Only one request I am making. Till such time the cost of green hydrogen comes down, other forms of hydrogen also we should not shy away. Actually, I want to mention to you that in G20 last year, year before last, we had made all the foreign countries to agree from Niti Aayog that we will work for clean hydrogen. We will not work for only green hydrogen. Our ultimate aim is green hydrogen because that is the zero carbon. But affordability is important, and if I want my steel industry to become a user of the hydrogen or refineries to become user of green hydrogen, the cost has to come down. Blue hydrogen is available, so we should be able to do that today, and it can be produced from number of sources. We can have biomass, we can have coal, we can have natural gas, many other things, and those things. All these things can be done in this state, and under your leadership, with the help of industry, I think we should be able to do that.
Thank you. Sir, now I request Dr. Ashish Lele, Director, CSIR, National Chemical Laboratory. As Dr. Sir mentioned, they have developed the technology to a matured level. Now Dr. Ashish Lele.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity. I am the Director of National Chemical Laboratory, a premier CSIR lab in the city of Pune. We've started working in the fuel cell development area since 2005, and we have come to a stage where we can produce with our industry partner anywhere between 20 to 100 kilowatt fuel cells as standard modules. And then these are modularized. So if you want 200 kilowatt, it will be 2 modules of 100 kilowatt. So depending on which application we are looking for, all of these applications can be configured with the right kind of fuel cells. This is a fully indigenous fuel cell. Every component within the fuel cell also is now indigenized. So we have set up the whole ecosystem. There's a industry partner who is now making large fuel cells and also integrating them with the other parts of the drivetrain, like batteries and DC-DC converters and so on. So we reached a full prototype level. The first indigenous catamaran was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister last February. We have also demonstrated cars, buses, so all of it. So sir, as Dr. Saraswat very rightly mentioned, in ports there is very large applications for fuel cell based mobility, whether it is catamarans or tug ships and so on, which require anywhere between 50 to 100 plus kilowatt fuel cells. In ports, I think this would be a great application, as well as in drones. We are now working with a few drone companies to develop fuel cell based high endurance, long distance traveling drones. So we'll be very happy to participate in any effort in Andhra Pradesh to take these technologies now to real commercial scale. We have done enough prototyping now. We are looking for opportunities to now scale up and commercialize. So very, very helpful. Thank you.
So the Honorable Chief Minister is kindly aware that AM Green has set up their plant in Kakinada with a goal of producing 3 million metric tons of green ammonia. Now I request Dr. Ramkumar, CTO of AM Green.
Sir, respected sir, good afternoon and thanks for this opportunity. So I represent two group companies, Greenco and AM Green. Greenco is a renewable energy company which produces green electrons, and AM Green is the green molecule company which is launched last year. So as Professor D.N. Rao was mentioning, already the Nagarjuna Fertilizers was acquired by us in Kakinada, and now there is a very brisk activity going on to convert this Nagarjuna Fertilizer plant into 1 million metric ton to start with 1 million metric ton of green ammonia. And to support that, sir, we are setting up 1680 megawatts of electrolyzer capacity for producing green hydrogen, because with green power and green hydrogen we are going to produce the green ammonia. And sir, you will be very happy to know that from Andhra Pradesh, for the first time in the country, we have finalized the supply contract for November 27 from Kakinada port to supply green ammonia produced in Kakinada all the way to Europe to Uniper, a company, German-based company. Already firm contracts have already been in place, sir. Our first supply will start by end of November 2027. And apart from this, sir, you are already aware, I was told that you and your other cabinet colleagues have already visited world's largest pump storage hydro project at Pinnapuram, which is nearer to Kannur. And sir, the distinction of this project is that it is a 2 gigawatt capacity storage where greenfield lower reservoir of water and upper reservoir of water has been created. It acts as a water battery, and with the help of this pump storage hydro, our renewable power delivered cost round the clock, renewable energy round the clock, RERTC is the normal acronym, is below $55 per megawatt hour. Nobody in the world is betting on this number, whereas we bet this and we won the orders for this. And also our promoters, Mr. Anil Chalmalasetti and Mahesh Kolli, they want to make Kakinada as a green energy hub, and we are planning for 500,000 tons per annum of biorefinery, where we would like to grow the Napier grass, Indian Napier grass, and convert the Napier grass into bioethanol and other value-added products. So for all of them, Kakinada would be the hub in Andhra Pradesh. So I would be very thankful, sir, for the kind support of the government for this. Already we received some subsidy from the government of Andhra Pradesh.
Sir, I request Dr. R.K. Malhotra, President of Hydrogen Association of India. He has rich and vast experience in the energy sector. Presently, he is the senior advisor to the Ministry of Petroleum, MNRE, and many agencies. Now I request Dr. Malhotra.
Good afternoon, sir. It's a privilege to be in this meeting with you. You are known as a very progressive Chief Minister of the country. We have seen the kind of progress you made earlier, and now when you build up the new capital, I think hydrogen should be the focus area. AM Green is doing a good job. Suzlon wants to do big projects. But as Dr. Saraswat mentioned, that you have Visakhapatnam refinery also, and where the hydrogen can be produced, blue hydrogen can also be delivered. So a mix initially, as long as the hydrogen, green hydrogen cost is higher, for various applications there will be some reluctance. So mix of blue and green if it is used, you can become the leading state in the hydrogen economy in the country. So maybe when you build up the new capital like Amaravati, you should have hydrogen buses plying, which can run initially. The cost will be higher with green, so initially you can start with gray hydrogen or blue hydrogen, and then color agnostic approach and demonstrate the fuel cell buses, which Dr. Ashish Lele, they are 2 times more energy efficient as compared to the internal combustion engines. So overall energy consumption will come down. Second suggestion which I would like to make is that maybe you can adopt some villages where you can have localized distributed power generation. You can have solar power to generate electricity, then you can have villages using that power during the day for cooking maybe, or converting into hydrogen, and then hydrogen stoves also. Scotland is a country where a lot of developments on cooking stove applications. So villages can use that hydrogen, maybe in tractors also, maybe for irrigation pumps. So that kind of approach also, daytime you can use solar energy, store it in the extra solar energy can be stored in the form of hydrogen, and then it can be used. So maybe these are some of the suggestions. From hydrogen association side, we have been supporting and educating people on various kind of activities related to hydrogen. We'll be very happy to work for Andhra government also if any proposal is required or any support is required from our association.
What is the cost difference between hydrogen storage and also battery versus to pumped storage?
So that cost difference between pump storage and hydrogen storage in different forms, because if you have to have
No,
compressed.
I can understand. It is a conversion.
Yes.
I can understand. Now,
So
as
hydrogen
on
storage,
today,
pump storage will be much cheaper.
we are all working as on today.
Yes.
Storage is much cheaper.
Much cheaper.
Because the life of battery is just 8 years. So to say, even if you take the best chemistry battery.
So only
lithium,
temporary, immediate, how to solve the problem, we are going for battery. Even there will be some more innovations in battery,
Sir.
then it will help. Meanwhile, it will come.
Hydrogen storage.
Hydrogen storage,
media.
that is another area. I wanted to know, as on today, we are going now solar, wind, pump, standby, battery. Now we are talking about green.
Maybe hydrogen also could be
hydrogen,
stored. Hydrogen is
or
also
ammonia,
storage
all
media.
these things.
Hydrogen also becomes the
Yeah,
storage.
blending also you are talking blue, hydrogen, all those things we are talking. Ultimately, a sustainable economy also.
Affordability.
Affordability and sustainable. If I do as a pilot may be pilot, replication and scaling will be a problem. How to act all these things, that is where I want to learn. In this country, all of you has to remember one thing. All innovations I started, first of all, power sector reforms, nobody ventured to attempt. That is late 90s. Saraswati he is aware of all those things. I started power sector reforms. Because of power sector reforms, I lost power also. That is different in 2004. That is another scenario. But always that was a benchmark today. And also all states are forced to adopt power sector reforms today. So these are all, I am aware of all developments in power sector. Not today, from the historical past also, from inception, especially 1995. So I am analyzing all your ideas and thoughts and innovations, how to integrate, how to take logical conclusion.
Sir, now I request.
Sir, as far as storage, as you said, I think battery storage, whatever time it happens, will always be a costlier option as compared to the pump storage option. Because pump storage will run on the solar power or wind power, and rest of the, both the capex and the opex are very, very small. You know, today itself, if you take solar power, pure solar power without storage, it's about less than 2 rupees. But the moment you add the battery, it becomes 5 rupees. So that is the kind of scale. Even if you reduce the cost of battery, which is most unlikely because battery uses all critical minerals And these critical mineral costs cannot come down because of non-availability. Marginal changes will come. So we have to always explore methods of storing hydrogen or storing power using the other methods. For example, hydrogen storage you can use as Sir Ramkumar is telling, ammonia. People are using ammonia, people are using ethanol, people are using methanol. They are the best carrier of hydrogen. They can be carried and then they can be reformed to give you pure hydrogen. And once that has happened, your transportation cost comes down, your ultimately delivery cost of hydrogen to the end user becomes the cheapest if you follow that. So storage, I personally believe we should focus on cheaper means like pump storage. That is the best method is going to happen.
Yeah. Sir, now I request Andrew Schumann, CEO, Everensis Renewables from Australia.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity to come and speak to yourself and everybody here today. I'd like to bring a little bit of a different perspective to the conversation, and that's the one of an investor. Unless we can really make green hydrogen a value proposition, then it's going to be very difficult to get the investment. And without substantial investment, it's going to be hard to be successful. So a bit about myself. I'm an engineer. I've spent a large portion of my life working with doctors and professors, helping them to build process plants and processes and then upscaling them to commercial scales. And so I appreciate the complexities behind that, and I was really happy when Seshidhar approached me to join Arvensis. The Arvensis group is looking to invest in excess of $100 million into India. And we're looking at areas such as technology, AI, 3D printing, and all those things. We're also looking at renewable energies, and we're also looking at e-waste recycling.
Okay.
And we've been really, really impressed with the vision that I've seen in India. You know, when I've looked at all of the documents and the research that I've done, the vision that the government as a whole, as national, and then yourself has really put forward to say, this is where India wants to go. I really wish that Australia would have that same vision and be so clear about it. People are very scared to commit to any technology, whereas you have been very, very good with that. And so for me, from an investor perspective, you know, we're going to be starting off. We're working with to get permission from NREDCap to start our first 12 ton per day biogas plant. And we plan to rapidly expand that to 50 tons per day.
Thank you. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, please go ahead. Yeah. Okay, please go ahead.
Oh, okay. So we're going to be rapidly upscaling that to 50 tons per day. And we've always been looking at, rather than just staying at biogas, how do we extend that into green hydrogen? So I've started doing quite a bit of research into, you know, how do we de-risk this from an investor perspective? What are the things that we need to do to ensure that the demand side is there? And it was really good for me to hear the esteemed doctors all around the table all saying we need the demand side to get there. We need to get other applications other than just the fertilizer industry and the petroleum enrichment industries. We need to look at how do we actually increase the demand? And then on the other side, how do we look at the supply? Now, being a biogas provider or investor in that, I feel a little bit, you know, like the orphan child. If I look at the scheme that's been put in place for the development of green biogas, it's all about electrolysis, okay? And the generation of green hydrogen from the biomass itself is really relegated to projects and research sort of initiatives. And so I would really ask, you know, those are the two things that, you know, we would like to participate and understand how can we help increase the demand side of the equation and at the same time work with you to de-risk in terms of the supply and the technology that's actually used on a biomass. So.
Okay. Before we close this discussion, I request the Honorable Chief Minister to address the industrialists present here.
Friends, only I came here to learn more and also adopt all those new technologies, new innovations, ultimately how to reduce the cost of energy. Second angle, because of global warming, how to go for green energy. Once green energy, then towards downstream industries. Storage, ammonia, ethanol, so many innovative ideas. So I am very happy to listen all of you. 2 days you are going to be here. We are having a clear policy. Even our Prime Minister is working in a big way. 500 gigawatt capacity on green energy. That is his mission. With the downstream product also. What all you recommend? And then we'll start working in that direction. I am very happy as a planning Niti Aayog member has rightly mentioned, Andhra Pradesh will be hydrogen valley. I am assuring you that it will happen. Towards that, how to bring all technologies for convergence and innovations for convergence. Both will work it out. Every year, if necessary, we will review our performance also from now onwards. Benchmarking, where are we? Next year, what is the target? Then how to move forward. You want to do any experiments, best place is Andhra Pradesh. I am assuring you, you test all your R&D research here. And then we'll implement any innovation, you need proof of concept. Otherwise, it is only innovation. That proof of concept we will produce here and we will scale it up. We will take nationally, globally, wherever it is having demand. So I am very happy for that today because there is a seminar also. We will go there. After that, we will have discussions. After 2 days discussions, what all you recommended, my Chief Secretary is looking after energy. He is also having long standing in Energy Department. I think he is the senior most Energy Secretary in the country. So, he is the senior most. So I am very happy to associate with you. We will work together. Thank you.
We are very much grateful to the Honorable Chief Minister for having this discussion with representatives of industry and R&D organizations. Thank you, sir. We will come back to the government with the recommendations in summit.
Thank you. That inaugural session will be there. 2 days, all of you are going to be here to finalize the agenda. Green Hydrogen Summit 2025. I welcome all of you. I want to hear from you now. We are taking all initiatives, how to go about brief introduction of the subject. Then we'll go to main meeting. I am assuring you, what all you bring new ideas and innovations. We are here to execute and produce proof of concept in a big way. That will be replicated nationally and globally. And also we will follow wherever there is a best practice or innovation, as it is, we will adopt it. We will work plus on that. That is our intention. I am very happy. Now we can interact.
Sir, now I request Pranav Tanti, CEO and President of Switzerland Group, and they are very keen to invest for production of green hydrogen. I had a brief discussion with Pranav Tanti. They want to produce 40,000 tons of green hydrogen in Andhra Pradesh, provided the Honorable Chief Minister will provide necessary facilities. So now I request Pranav Tanti.
Respected sir, other dignitaries, thank you so much for this opportunity. So I'll just spread a different version of Synergen, which is our company. Suzlon is obviously a wind turbine manufacturing company.
For export of green hydrogen and its derivatives. Now hydrogen-powered drones are becoming very popular all over the world. The Honorable Chief Minister has created Drones Corporation of Andhra Pradesh, which could consider to develop hydrogen-powered drones. This will be the first state in the country to develop hydrogen-powered drones. Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas will be facilitating uptake of green hydrogen in refineries and city gas distribution. Green steel. Steel production is one of the potential sectors where green hydrogen can replace fossil fuels. Minister of Steel will drive adoption of green hydrogen in the steel sector. European countries say we will import only green steel. So this is a great opportunity for Visakhapatnam steel plant to go for steel production using hydrogen. Now I have a request to the young Minister of State for Telecommunications. The backup power requirement of telecom towers presents an apt opportunity to deploy reliable and on-demand renewable energy solutions. Sir, it is estimated that these towers in the country consume about 2 billion liters of diesel every year. So hydrogen could be considered as a backup energy source. Minister of Railways is working on transitioning towards adoption of green hydrogen in view of its ambitious plan to reduce the carbon footprint. Minister of Railways has already developed a hydrogen-powered fuel cell-based train with 10 coaches, and the pilot hydrogen-powered train will be demonstrated in September 2025, that is the next 2 months, between the stations Jhind and Sonepat in Haryana. In March 2025, the Honorable Chief Minister directed SRM University AP to develop a hydrogen-powered train between Hyderabad and Vijayawada. Then immediately Chief Minister said, no Narayan Rao between Hyderabad and Visakhapatnam. Yes, sir, we are at it. Now, yeah, please. SRM University has an MOU with the Integral Coach Factory of the Ministry of Railways to develop the hydrogen-powered train. Sir, we are at it, working under your direction. We earnestly request the kind support of the Honorable Chief Minister and the Ministry of Railways for the development of this hydrogen-powered train as a flagship project of the state of Andhra Pradesh. Sri Chandrababu Naidu, as an intellectual, is attracted by the aesthetic beauty of science and technology. And as a people's leader, he is greatly attracted towards technology and the promise it holds to transform the state of Andhra Pradesh and its economic development. Let's give a big applause to the aligning with the ambitious plans of National Hydrogen Mission and with a foresight that the first entrance into the business of hydrogen can reap more benefits than others, our visionary Chief Minister has made Pudimadaka near Visakhapatnam as the first and the largest hub of green hydrogen in the country. The Visakhapatnam Hydrogen Hub will be producing about 1.5 million metric tons of green hydrogen per annum, 3 million metric tons of green ammonia, methanol, etc. Green hydrogen produced at Visakhapatnam could be used by Visakhapatnam Steel Plant, HPCL, NTPC, fertilizer industries, and many others. Sir, I am glad to inform the Honorable Chief Minister and the august audience present here that the faculty members of SRM University AP have indigenously developed an electrolyzer which the Honorable Chief Minister just now visited. This can produce 500 kilograms of green hydrogen per annum, and it is being demonstrated during summit. It is scalable to produce 150 tons of green hydrogen per annum. We request the Honorable Chief Minister to consider industry, university, government collaborative venture. We propose to establish an innovation center at SR Ministry AP to develop indigenous technology to produce, store, and utilize hydrogen as a green fuel. The goal of the proposed center in the next 2 years would be to develop and demonstrate a hydrogen-powered car between Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam, and with refueling facilities along the way. At present, hydrogen costs about 350 rupees per kilogram, which can fuel a car for a distance of 20 to 25 kilometers. The proposed innovation center would bring down the cost to 200 rupees per kilogram of hydrogen by developing more efficient catalysts for electrolysis and reducing the power consumption for producing hydrogen. Sir, you are kindly aware that on 30th June 2025, the government of Andhra Pradesh approved Amaravati Quantum Valley Declaration. IBM will be installing and maintaining a 156 qubit quantum computer at Amaravati Valley on 1st January 2026. Sir, this will be the first and most powerful quantum computer not only in the country and in South Asia. Friends, establishment of Amaravati Quantum Valley is also a catalyst for our green hydrogen mission. The quantum technologies help us design advanced catalysts, develop safer hydrogen storage systems, and create ultra-sensitive sensors for monitoring the safety. With the quantum simulations, we can reduce the cost of hydrogen and increase the efficiency of green hydrogen production. Looking into the future needs courage and insight, and fortunately, our visionary Chief Minister has both. Let's give a big applause. During the exciting decade of 2014-24, the Government of India launched several SNT missions, including the National Hydrogen Mission, National Quantum Mission, National Semiconductor Mission, National Mission on AI. The state of Andhra Pradesh has taken up these missions at an unprecedented fast pace. Dear friends, with all these technological advances and the vision and dynamic leadership of our beloved Chief Minister, the state of Andhra Pradesh will be very different from what it is by 2047, Swarnandhra 2047. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Vigyan. Thank you. Now I request all of you to give a standing ovation to this dynamic, visionary Chief Minister.
Thank you, sir, for framing the summit's goals with such clarity and depth. Now, it's our honor to invite Sri K. Vijayanand IAS, Chief Secretary, Government of Andhra Pradesh, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable Member of Niti Ayog, Dr. V.K. Saraswat Garu, Honorable Minister of State for Rural Development Communications, Dr. Chandrasekhar Pemasani Garu, Pro Chancellor SRM University AP, Dr. P. Satyanarayan Garu, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, students and industry leaders and media. A very good morning and warm greetings to all of you. it is a privilege for me to be part of this transformative gathering, the Green Hydrogen Summit 2025, which is hosted by SRM University and New and Renewable Energy Development Corporation, Government of Andhra Pradesh. This summit is a testament to our collective commitment to building a sustainable future powered by clean energy. Today, we have gathered here to discuss one of the most transformative energy solutions of our time, that is green hydrogen. This summit is not just a platform for dialogue, it is a call to action for governments, industry, and academia to collaborate in building a sustainable and resilient energy ecosystem. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to SRM University for graciously hosting this summit and providing a platform for collaboration, innovation, and progress in clean energy sector. As the world confronts the urgent challenges of climate change, the transition to green energy offers a compelling and scalable solution to all of us. This pathway not only decarbonizes our energy systems, but also redefines industrial processes, transportation, and agriculture. Green energy derived from solar, wind, hydropower, geothermal, and biomass is the foundation for this transition. It is a clean, renewable, and resilient energy system. By harnessing this energy to produce green hydrogen through electrolysis, we unlock a versatile fuel that emits only water when it is used. Green hydrogen is rightly called the Swiss knife of decarbonization because, due to its wide-ranging applications from refining to steel making to aviation and shipping. The green hydrogen ammonia value chain is critical for decarbonization in particular. It enables deep emission cuts in hard-to-abate sections like steel, cement, and heavy transport. Energy storage and transportation also value chain is used to allow efficient storage and long-distance transportation of renewable energy, balancing supply and demand. In case of industrial applications, this provides high-temperature heat for industrial processes without carbon emission. In case of climate mitigation, by reducing CO2 emissions, it contributes to limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees centigrade, as outlined in International Climate Agreement. As a economic growth perspective, it opens new avenues for job creation, innovation, and green industrial development. Looking and taking all these factors into consideration, Government of India has made significant strides in promoting green hydrogen as a cornerstone of its clean energy transition. National Green Hydrogen Mission is launched in January 2023. Is the India's flagship initiative to promote green hydrogen. It aims to produce 5 million tons of green hydrogen annually by 2030, attract investment worth 8 lakh crores, create more than 6 lakh green energy jobs. The Strategic Interventions for Green Hydrogen Transition is a program supported with NGHM. It provides for 17,490 crores allocated from 2023 to 2029 as production-linked incentive (PLI) scheme for electrolyzer manufacturing and hydrogen production. India aims to reduce the cost of green hydrogen from $4.5 in 2023 to $1 by 2030 by leveraging low-cost renewable energy, domestic electrolyzer manufacturing. And India is also focusing on infrastructure and export strategy and building a scalable hydrogen ecosystem for industrial and transport. Strategic partnerships through India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor to boost hydrogen exports. Government of Andhra Pradesh, under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Chandrababu garu, we are playing a strategic role in this entire program. Andhra Pradesh is proud to be at the forefront of this India's clean energy revolution. With abundant RE resources, a proactive government, and a thriving industrial base, we are ready to become Green India, Green Hydrogen powerhouse. Under Swarnandhra Vision 2047, we are committed to become a hub for clean energy innovation and green hydrogen exports. The state has launched Andhra Pradesh Integrated Clean Energy Policy 2024, which provides a comprehensive framework for green hydrogen production and infrastructure, electrolyzer manufacturing, hydrogen-powered mobility and logistics, export-oriented hydrogen corridors. The state targets around 10 lakh crores of investment in clean energy, and the state is offering capital subsidies, GST relief, stamp duty concessions, and incentives for battery storage systems to attract green hydrogen and renewable energy investment. Recently, India's first integrated green hydrogen hub by NTPC Green Energy, where Government of Andhra Pradesh, New and Renewable Energy Development Corporation is also involved. The Honorable Prime Minister has laid foundation stone for 1,200 tons per day green hydrogen at Pudimadaka on January 2025. You are also aware 1 MMTPA green hydrogen based green ammonia manufacturing facility at Kakinada by AM Green Ammonia Private Limited they have already started, they did the groundbreaking, already started the work with an investment of 12,000 crores and creating 2,600 jobs. Development of a 2 gigawatt electrolyzer manufacturing facility at Kakinada by Chan Cocrill Greenco Hydrogen Solutions Private Limited is also, they have laid the foundation stone, they have started the activity with an investment of 2,000 crores and creating 5,000 jobs. We are also happy to announce that India's first pilot project blending green hydrogen with LPG for industrial heating with an annual green hydrogen capacity of 25 tons per annum at Rockman's Tirupati facility by Hero Future Energies and Rockman Industry. The total investment is approximately 1,000 crores with 2,000 existing employees at the factory. What is the road ahead for us? While these challenges remain, such as high capital costs, energy losses, and storage complexities, our path forward is very clear. There is a need for policy support and subsidies for early stage investments, which by our policy we have provided the best of the industry kind of incentives in this sector. International supply chain development is also one thing important, and continued R&D for efficiency and cost reduction, academic and industry participation to drive innovation. The success of this green hydrogen depends on collaboration between government, academia, industry and civil society. This summit is a shining example of such collaboration. It brings together thought leaders, innovators and policy makers to chart a roadmap for a cleaner and more resilient future. I urge all the stakeholders who are present here to continue this dialogue beyond today. Let us build pilot projects, share knowledge, and create scalable models that can be replicated across the country. As we look ahead, let us remember that the transition to green hydrogen is not just about technology, it is about vision, it is about courage, and it is about commitment. And Andhra Pradesh stands ready to lead, and we invite all of you to join us in this journey. Together, let us make Andhra Pradesh a model for sustainable energy and a proud contributor to India's green future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address. It's our honor to invite Sri Pranav Tanti, President and CEO, Synergen Green Energy, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister, Chief Secretary, respected dignitaries, esteemed delegates, distinguished guests, I am truly honored and humbled to stand here to welcome you. It is for sure a great privilege to welcome you all to the great state of Andhra, where the Green Hydrogen Summit has been established. Andhra Pradesh is delighted to host this remarkable gathering of visionaries, industry leaders, policymakers, future generations, and experts who share a common goal: to harness the potential of green hydrogen as a pivotal force in the transition towards a sustainable and clean energy future. If I can pause and ask a basic question, why hydrogen? What makes hydrogen so special? Hydrogen is the simplest element. It is the most abundant element. So why hydrogen? Well, the answers are in the challenges that we all face in this energy transition. In the renewable space, in the green space, we all face the issues of expansion beyond a certain capacity. All of us have been working with electrons for many decades, and we know that electrons are very notorious. They don't like to be told what to do. They don't like to be stored. They don't like to be moved around. And I can go endless. We've seen many challenges of the grid, challenges of the green power. I think hydrogen and hydrogen's derivatives is a simple solution. We need to figure out how do you make a transition towards a molecule. A green electron to a green molecule gives those answers. Hydrogen is pivotal in transforming the electrons to molecules to unlock the potential to store, to transport, to consume the green electrons when you need it. Basically pivotal in displacing the fossil fuels. Andhra Pradesh, with its strategic initiatives and commitment to clean energy, is proud to lead the way in fostering discussions and collaborations that will drive innovations in the green hydrogen. This all comes with a great vision that the policymakers, the chief ministers, the dignitaries have. This summit serves as a vital platform for exchanging ideas, showcasing advancements, and exploring opportunities for collaborations across sectors. Our company name, Synergen, is coined using two terms, synergy and hydrogen. It's simple as it stands. We strongly believe that the key to unlocking the next phase of expansion is undoubtedly collaboration. We all need to come together as one force to make it a success. We are in the advanced stages of development of green hydrogen and green ammonia manufacturing facility with the capacity to manufacture 40,000 tons of green hydrogen in the state of Texas in US. With this anticipation, we believe that the commissioning is possible in 2028. And a combined capex of renewable energy and a green fuel of $2 billion. This was only possible because of the efforts we put in fostering partnerships and collaborations over the last 4 years. Throughout this summit, let us engage in meaningful dialogue, challenge conventional thinking, and inspire one another to take bold steps towards achieving the common objectives. Your insights, experiences, and commitments will lay the groundwork for transformative change. Once again, welcome to the Green Hydrogen Summit at Andhra Pradesh. Let us harness the power of collaboration and innovation to fuel the sustainable future for the generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring message. It's our immense privilege to invite a distinguished architect of India's science and technology policy, Dr. V.K. Saraswat, Honorable Member, Niti Aayog, Government of India. A driving force behind India's strategic advancements, Dr. Saraswat's insights continue to shape the nation's innovation landscape. We request you to deliver the keynote address, sir.
Namaskara. Very good afternoon, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable Minister of State, Dr. Chandrasekhar, Shri Satyanarayan, and many of my colleagues, distinguished scientists, industrialists who are on the dais, off the dais, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, it's indeed a pleasure to be part of this Green Hydrogen Summit. We were just discussing, this is a journey which I started about 7 years back or 8 years back, when I made a presentation to our Honorable Prime Minister and said India should launch a hydrogen mission. I think it was around 2017 or so, 17 or 18. And he immediately picked up that, and the story is known to you today, with so many of you have talked about the hydrogen mission of that. So the vision of our Prime Minister is to decarbonize our energy system. That's why he has committed in the NDC that we will be 500 gigawatts of renewable power or non-fossil power by 2030. He has also committed that we will have energy intensity reduced by 45%. And we will have more than 2.3 billion of carbon absorption, so that we can have, through afforestation, that much of CO2 that can come. And ultimately net zero by 2070. Now what is the role in this? Because energy is such a sector which is so open. We have been depending upon fossil fuels for energy for the last so many decades and almost a century. And now we have worked out, under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, the energy mix for our country. The energy mix for the country today is that we will work on mostly on the renewable energy. That's why we said 50% by 2030. We will work on alternate fuels, non-fossil fuels, alternate fuels which are less polluting, like ethanol, methanol, ammonia. We will give a major push to nuclear energy. That is another area which you might have heard in the recent past. It has been announced in the last budget that India will have 100 gigawatts of nuclear power by 2047. Why do we need nuclear power? Because when you talk of renewables, it has its own vagaries with respect to variations in the availability. And for meeting that base load requirement, the most non-polluting form of energy is nuclear. So that's why the nuclear comes, and now new technologies in nuclear are also emerging, which will be able to meet the requirement of power for difficult to abate sectors like steel, cement, refinery, and so on. In this kind of an energy mix, when we talk of, mobility becomes one of the major requirements, because that's another polluting area. And in that mobility, when you talked of alternate fuels, the top cleanest fuel comes is hydrogen. Hydrogen is the cleanest fuel available, and that's why it's called fuel for the future. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we have been using hydrogen in various fields, refineries, petrochemicals, many other areas. And we have been producing hydrogen mostly from the natural gas, sometimes from coal, and sometimes from biomass. After doing a lot of analysis, what are the various means of producing hydrogen, people have started giving it color. Somebody says grey hydrogen, somebody says blue hydrogen, somebody says pink hydrogen, turquoise hydrogen, white hydrogen. Now this kind of a color is mainly based upon what is the total carbon dioxide emission that takes place in the process of production of that hydrogen. That is what it's called, that color is given. But as you want to do the green hydrogen, it has got its own problems with respect to the cost. We know that hydrogen can be produced in the most non-polluting manner through the electrolysis of water using again, non-fossil energy, that is renewable energy, which is a non-fossil energy. If we can do that, we can get it. But while the cost of renewable energy has come down, but the cost of electrolyzers, which